Hey guys, welcome back to Posty TV. Just down the shed again, we've got a new set of videos starting tonight. So we're going to do a Honda build on a Honda Ct110 engine on a budget. So we're going to bore it out, try and get some more power out of the engine without spending a fortune. So yeah, it's down the shed. Can have a look on the table, show you what I'm up to. Got my mate Jeff's trying to model it. The Posty Crew t-shirts. Yeah, good quality shirts and good price. So he's got a couple of different logos and stuff. So yeah, just been a big supporter of everything I've done. So happy to wear his shirts. Now we'll have a look at this and I'll show you what I'm up to. Okay, so this is one of my Honda engines hard in the shed. This one has been rebuilt as a standard Honda engine, standard cylinder. So the cam chain, rollers and everything that I did on the charity build has been done to this engine. I actually think I may have done the clutch on this one as well. So it's a 6-volt engine. I'll be changing it to 12 volt. So the stator we'll need to change from 6 to 12. You just take out the ignition module and leave that out, and there's a different cover and stuff, which I have because I actually have had an old 12 volt engine that was bust. So I'm going to chuck the stator off and bits and pieces and wiring from that on it. But I'm going to remove the head. And if you want to see how to do that, if you're not sure, in the charity builds, I did a video on step-by-step removing the head and taking the head and the cylinder and pissing everything off. So there's a few things with the cam chain and bits and pieces that you might want to watch that just so you don't make any mistakes along the way. I know the first time I ever did it, I had trouble working out what was going on. So yeah, that will be good to see. So with the budget build, I'm going to bore it out to a 55mm, which is 140cc. So the reason I'm doing that is I was going to do a build with the Liffin motor, and I wasn't able to do it because of the size of the gudgeon pin and bits and pieces. So I'm left with two. I bought two of these pistons. Now this one on the right here, that's the 55mm Liffin piston, and that's a standard Honda Ct110 engine piston, sorry. So the gudgeon pins are the same size. They fit nice and snug in both of them, fit the same, and they're about the same height. See how the flat part of this piston lines up with this flat part? It obviously doesn't have that dome on the top, but yeah, it's very similar size. Especially the gudgeon pins, you know, that's a original one there, and that's a new one underneath going up just to make sure they're all the same. But I think that'll work. The only thing that I'm doubtful of is being the flat top compared to this. It might change the compression because there's more area for air in there. So I'm going to talk to some engine experts about that and just suss out what that's going to do. If you look at the Warwick Penfold 140 kit, it's got the dome top same as that. So I don't know enough about it to say for sure, but I'm going to check that out and I'll get back to you with that. But one thing I do have to do is get this bored out. So this is an old cylinder that I've got. It's just one off one of my old engines. I'll clean it up a bit more. I'm going to drop that off to the engine machinist tomorrow. They've asked for the piston so that they can make, like if I said that's a 55mm, that's a 55mm piston, well that could be a little bit bigger or smaller. That could be, you know, so they're going to do it to the piston that I give with them, and I'll probably get that piston, I'll get two of them done at the same time, just to see how it goes. So Yeah, that's how we're going to go with that. I think they said it's about $100 for that. $16, $18 for the piston. So it's pretty cheap so far. Like little things like this is a Honda head that I had just lying around, an old one. This is one of the Liffen heads. So if you look at this, I have to measure this up. The valves and everything, it's very similar to this. We can't see this one as well because it's a bit dirty, but I'm going to measure the distance in here and all that sort of stuff compared to this and try and work out, you know, the actual volume of that compared to this one. Probably won't work out the exact volume, but just see what the difference is between the two, and that will give me an idea if that piston's going to work, because this piston is designed for this head. That doesn't look much different to me, so we'll work it out. Obviously different side piston, more air moving around, different compression, so that will be a bit of sort of something to work out. Standard head is 22mm. We might try and open up that a little bit more, and just see if we can get a 26mm carby running in a bit smoother into that, and see if we can get a bit more airflow through the head. So these are just little things I'm trying out. So you know, it's going to be an experiment. Come along for the ride. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know how it runs, any difference we get in it. Well, obviously longevity is going to be the main thing. I know, again, Warwick with his pistons and stuff, they're getting good kilometres out of them and reliable. So we'll see how this goes. Saying that, I've pulled out this bike over here. That was the 125 I pulled out, and that done a heap of Ks, and that actually looked really good, and that's a Liffen. So, you know, depending on how you treat them, I suppose, is what you're going to get out of them. So, alright, well, hope some guys are interested in that, and guys and girls. We'll see how we go, keeping tally on the parts. So far we're at, what, $116. Porting the stuff on this isn't going to cost anything, so I'll do that myself. I will need to get a 55mm head gasket, which I won't have. And what was the other part? Oh, the cam. So I'll probably upgrade the cam. That's something I'm gonna have to research and look into, and I'll let you know what's going on there. So, all right, well, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna pull this off. Again, check that on the videos previously if you want to see how to do that. I'll drop these parts off tomorrow, and hopefully soon I'll have them back. We can start putting it back together. Anything I do on the head to change it, I'll let you know, and I'll get back to you about the cam. Alright, well, cheers for watching. It's going to be a bit of fun, this one, and we'll see how we go. Alright, bye.